Are we back? Okay, we're back. I apologize for that. I apologize. Fuck. Alright. Before we get back in, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back, chat, and I got my Chick-fil-A. Here's Chick-fil-A SMR. Let's go. I'm gonna add the tortilla chips. My drunk ass can figure out. There we go. We're gonna take out the tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. Tomatoes are yucky. Yucky tomato, grape tomatoes. Interesting. Why do I eat Chick-fil-A even though I am bisexual? Who knows? I'm eating tomatoes are yucky. I only like them in like sauce form. I can only just barely tolerate them when they're like when it's like regular sliced tomatoes. But like grape tomatoes are like the worst. Grape tomatoes are like evil incarnate. Ironically though, I don't think I could live with that marinara sauce. I think I would actually die on the spot. Salad time. Probably not enough to like stave off the drunkenness, but it's something. Did not mean to do that. Oop. I know, right? Those are yucky. Maybe I'm just a child, but I don't like it.
Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
He's saying that the whole tower is an elevator. Dummy.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself.
Yeah.
The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Mm-hmm.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator...
Wait, hold on. I got a DM. Good news for us who shared for Kia's viewers. She she figured it out. Yay! Kita did it. She figured it out. Kita's so smart. She could be so smart. A lot smarter than me, at least. So proud of her. She's doing so well as a
Then
streamer.
why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
She's great. I love her. She's so smart.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
It was funny. Kita's so funny. I love her. She's so funny. I would have been so upset if that happened to me and I couldn't figure it out, but I'm glad she was able to stream without it affecting her too much.
If If the room just moves up
I
and
know, I
down
get
like
so
an
upset
elevator, there's no
if
reason for the
everything
doors
doesn't
to
work
change.
perfectly in stream. I think that's really cool of her.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
They were.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
But it
When
was.
you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
It was attached to the floor. The soundtrack is so good. Exactly. I am not as flexible as Kita.
Damn it! I see.
They were all, yeah, my first assumption that I
Is it
for
safe
some
to say
reason
that
doubted.
all the items on the floor didn't change?
Yeah.
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
It changes lights. Oh,
I see.
only the floor moves. Yeah, that too. That too.
So that's it. The elevator was designed
Thank
so
you for
only
the
the floor moved.
subscribe. Thanks for
Only the
subscribing
floor
to
moved?
Sunbee.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
Yeah.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
Up your ass.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
They lead up your ass.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Yes, yes.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Oh, there it
Don't blame
is.
this on me.
Thank you,
Take
Sunbee.
responsibility for yourself.
Thanks for subscribing.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
I don't want your caresses.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
Ah.
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Mm-hmm.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
So the person who killed him knew about the secret.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
Perhaps.
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You
Damn,
said
ignored.
earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? If that elevator moves vertically, then, when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But, does this reflect reality? Inside
Maybe
Grape House,
the elevator
Grape
also
Hall is
moves
on your right when your
vertically.
back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
Yeah, what does this mean?
What does this mean?
If the two houses are connected...
What is... So last word... Can't be a contact elevator. What is...
The
Akane's account?
Vertically, not horizontally.
However,
Okay.
at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
Oh,
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
they're working together.
If the two houses are connected vertically...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
That's not it.
Damn it!
If the two houses are connected vertically...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
What is... The compass spun 180 degrees while inside the contract. Okay. Oh, fuck. Wrong one.
Damn it!
If the two houses are connected vertically...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Oh, fuck. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Yeah.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other
Exactly
house,
what
right?
I thought. Move diagonally.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House
This is exactly what I thought.
appeared on our
I'm not
left
even
side
being
when we were at
sarcastic. This
Strawberry
is
House.
exactly what I thought would happen.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
I mean,
And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
he's not wrong.
That's not splendid at
Sadly.
all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm
He's
different
not
from
wrong.
these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate
Okay.
weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Let's go.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my. I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Octagon. 8 sides.
I see!
Like octopus.
If I
Octopussy.
recall, an octagon is a
Bumps.
shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Shut the fuck up. You're so mean.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Fucking grape house or whatever.
Crap! 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 Crap!
If I click enough.
Crap!
If I click enough, it'll solve itself.
Crap! Crap!
Oh, get it. Six sides. 4 sides. 4 sides, 4 sides, circle, 4 sides.
Crap!
I don't understand! I don't see no octagon!
This is my...
Yeah,
never
let's try
give up.
again. We'll never give up. Never, ever, ever. On lettuce I stand.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Yes, yes.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
Yeah.
In actuality,
I'm so smart.
that place contained various weapons.
It's not Hajime's fault.
Then
They
the
didn't make
ultimate
it
weapon
obvious
was
where
there
it's supposed
too?
to click.
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Yeah. I guess.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
Geometry.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building.
We
But more
are
importantly,
unsure of our math in
using
this
the building
in this chat.
itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Maybe you're the ultimate unhinged man. No, you can't suspend me. I suspend you.
Hiya!
Oh yeah. What word? Tell me the word. Stu flatly? Oh. Bruh.
Huh?
He's so dumb.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stufatly.
No, she's not. She's just full figured, like me. Okay, I finished my salad. Let's go!
Hello. I hope your day is well.
It is well, because I'm here with
trying to
all,
force myself to be more
all my lovely
energetic,
viewers.
or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
So me.
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Damn, for some reason that dressing's hurting my throat, like...
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Exactly, she's full of love. It's probably the chicken. It's not even spicy, it just burns my throat. Yeah, the killer picked up the building and smacked him over the head with it.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Jackie, I love her.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say you don't want to die. You've said it before, you die for, like, the cause of being the ultimate hope or whatever the fuck.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly
Exactly.
sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
No, you wouldn't concern yourself with that at this time. No, you wouldn't.
Akane, you were drooling waterfalls?
Anyway, if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Beaten by a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also falling?
I see!
Hey, falling!
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died
Full
from
damage.
falling.
It really is a bitch, ain't it?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
Didn't push him off.
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he...
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Yeah, listen to your gut, Akane. See, I feel like Nagito and Hajime have like this lawyer and detective kind of
When the
dynamic.
elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then,
Literally
how about
like
this?
a Lego character.
After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Chiaki could never be wrong.
Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
I had a big brain thought right there. The biggest of brains.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
Yeah.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
It wouldn't have.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to
no.
explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Because you are a pest. I'm sorry. You're being a pest. You're not being yourself. Do, 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 do. gotta be the wire. They hung him from the wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Yeah, shut the fuck up,
That
Nagito.
arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Yeah, shut up.
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
No. My dude, no.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yeah, I agree.
agree
It's
with
the
that.
doorknob.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Yeah.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower and suspended Mekamaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
Oh, Nekomaru, he was fast asleep.
The killer
He
took
didn't know
advantage
what
of the
that
elevator's
happened.
unique feature.
He
Only the
didn't know
floor
what was
moves.
happening. Of course,
By
you would say
doing
that.
that, they created a drop
You
so Nekomaru could
simp.
fall to his death.
Bonk. I'm bonking you on the head.
Too easy.
I'm bonking you, Grass.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push. There's no way they could do that.
Fuck. No, that's not what I wanted.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wall, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean
Advance.
someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Shit.
Crap!
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside.
No. I got this. I got this, cat. I
Even
got
if they
this.
suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
There we
Allow
go.
me to cut through
That's
those
what I
words.
wanted to do. Got this, chat.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he...
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Mechamaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Yeah, not by the. Well, it was more the middle of
Nekomaru
anything.
didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Oh.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears that I'm just a pest. No, I'm not
No,
just a pest.
Kazuichi, you're
I'm a total
not.
fucking pig.
You're not
Isn't
a
that right,
pig.
Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig...
This is definitely what Prophet meant, in that they definitely deformed his character. Kazuichi, why would you do this? Why would you say that?
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Kazuichi, why would you turn into this kind of character?
This guy, he gets off on this.
I Oh, did the fucking stream crash again? Damn it. Ugh.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down.
He does get weird about it. Why would he get so weird about it? He had one job. It was to stay the way he is. He was an endearing character. But now he's just a freak.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too.
He collided with the pillar.
I see! When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that—
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that,
Hi,
or if
Roddy.
it was just a
Welcome to the
coincidence.
stream.
At this point, it is quite difficult to
I'm
find a clue that will lead to the
I'm
killer.
out there. I'm soaring.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30?
That's what I want to know!
Yeah! We got this, chat. We got this. The wall clock. It was the wall. Something about the wall clock. Either
We
that or
headed for Great
Fuyuhiko's,
Tower.
testimony.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, it's wrong! I had to scroll through for a minute.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Oh, Kunta, he's so cute.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Diving in. Let's go. Ultimate skateboarder. We're the ultimate skateboarder, you know? Look at these hot skills. Oh, fuck. Look at these hot skills. We're definitely the ultimate skateboarder. What else could we be? With these cool tricks. There's no way. There's no way we're not uber talented at skateboarding. What time it was in the building. Damn it. We're the ultimate skateboarder, guys. It's fine. This is fine. There we go. Look at these skills, damn it. Look at these hot spills. Fuck. No, we didn't mess up. We did that on purpose. We messed up on purpose. We messed up for the lulz. Because we're just that funny. I mean, look at these sick flips. Oh. Look, even the ultimate skateboarder can struggle when they're drunk. Hajime's just wasted, that's all. Normally, he's very good at skateboarding. Yeah! See? We had hot skills. We had them gangsta skills at snowboarding.
It's all coming together.
We're the ultimate snowboarders, yo!
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
God, I'm so lame.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
No, you're funny, Grass. You're so funny.
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Shut the fuck up, Nagito. Nobody
Now's
cares
not the
about your
time to
opinion.
be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Nope. Fuck.
Crap!
When am I ever serious? I am the least serious person here.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
It's not 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
In
Are
our
there
time.
any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Yeah, right, the sound. Nope, wait, that's the wrong.
Damn it!
No, I got this
If
now.
the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio.
The time of death was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can be? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree
Yeah,
with
we
that.
did hear the sound.
That's
I mean,
right.
look at
We
me
should have
here.
heard the sound he made when he
I'm
fell.
fucking drunk off
Wasn't
my
it that
head.
rumbling
my
noise?
mind.
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it.
It did.
Obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
So 2 hours.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
2 hours.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru. If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone. From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means. I see!
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
So sad. If only Nekomaru had woken up at least one other person.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it...
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how do we... Damn.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah,
was.
jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it?
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it!
That's definitely the correct answer.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, why would that decrease the number?
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what...
Huh? What the hell?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the...
Are you talking about that alarm? A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at the...
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor.
Which means that person just... Who is it?
Oh boy. Hold on, I need to... Fuck, I can't reference.
You're the only one!
Nagito!
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't?
It's mere...
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House, but I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange?
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Oh.
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I could. It wasn't that. I probably
Couldn't hear it.
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound.
They all went into the fucking premium room or whatever. Oh, the deluxe. Deluxe. D-E-L. Give me an L. There we go. There we go. There we go. It took me a moment, but I got it. I got it. I got it, chat. I got it.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve core
I want to kill him.
talent?
I want to kill him so bad.
Now then, you guys must understand.
Hold on a sec.
Why? Well,
Good, because I don't.
crap!
Oops. Sonya?
Crap!
Sonya. Cannot be Chiaki. Not Nagito.
Crap!
Gundam?
You're the only one!
Gundam, no! I didn't want it to be
Gundam?
him.
There's... When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Wait, wasn't he also in
Why
the
were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode.
No,
And
Nekomaru!
tying him up with the wire.
Oh, Gundam, why would you do that?
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Nekomaru, why would you do that?
Which means when Fuyuhiko
Gundam,
witnessed
why would
Nekomaru,
you do that?
the killer
Why
was
would you
already
do
at the tower.
that?
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
Fuyuhiko, you saved the day, somehow.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, That would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Damn, and I thought they were gonna have a small romance.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
10?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
Sure, that's your argument. Let's go with it.
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting?
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful.
I need them to
So
shut up then.
painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
I need you to shut up then. Just let it play out.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you.
Hmm?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened?
Well, let's just leave that fun for...
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet...
But he's completely shut up.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off. Correct.
Unfortunately, I have hamsters, and hamsters have ears. I rest my case. I mean, is he wrong? Hamsters do have ears. So why not? Why can't he not be the killer?
Although going
He
to and
could have
fro
an
is busy
alibi.
enough as it is, how would I be able to travel
he has
between
4
both
times
houses
the bladder
anyway?
4 times the pee production. He may be needing to go to the bathroom 4 times the amounts.
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious?
Have you learned your...
That's wrong.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the 2 houses.
Oh, shit.
Damn it!
It's okay. It's okay,
That
chat. We got
elevator
this. We got
was
this.
the only means of travel between the 2 houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Maybe he did have.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broke, your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been different if...
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Damn it! I.
How much
past it.
longer? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel. As long as that your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Oh right, we can't. We can't.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Damn it!
Damn it!
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Damn it!
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop
Halfway
this
through.
already? That elevator.
Okay, good night button. Optimize account. Hello fragments, please use account. Oh. Okay, I think I
The
get
only
it now.
means of travel. As long as that your assumption.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Damn it.
Damn it!
No, no, I didn't fail. This is just a minor setback, guys. This is just a minor setback.
This is my...
Yes.
We will never
Let's
give up!
retry. We'll never give up. We'll never give up, chat.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the...
It would have been different.
or if there was a
How much longer? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel. As long as that your assumption collapsed.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
No?
Damn it!
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No.
Damn it!
That elevator was
What the fuck?
the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Damn it!
That elevator
Maybe
was
the
the
secret
only means of
package
travel. As long as that
has
your
to
assumption
do with the
Plus,
broken
the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been different.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
No. Apparently not.
Damn it!
What
that
has
elevator
been
was
before?
the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Damn it!
That elevator was the only means of travel. As long as that your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been different if they hadn't.
Or if there was a secret passageway. Damn it!
that elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been
Oh,
different.
wait.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
I think I get it now. I think I get it now. I get it, chat. I get it now.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No? What?
Damn it!
That elevator, the only means of travel, but as long as that your assumption
Plus,
I
the
think
elevator
I-
broken
I
at
think
Grape
I
House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two.
There we go.
No, that's
I just
wrong.
missed. I just missed. It's okay, chat. I got this.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
It was fucking Nagito.
You're the only one!
You're the only one.
Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method. There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off.
Shut the fuck up.
But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. after I opened the door and went down. Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Meaning the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Plus,
They
once
are.
you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
Okay, Gundam, whatever.
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
No, we can't stop. We can never give up. Our lives are on the line.
You don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Sure, let's go with this for now on.
Even if the turbid
now.
box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I'm struggling here.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
It's okay.
Even
We
if
got
the
this, we got
turbid
this.
box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
There we go. Damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, You could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Hold on, let me see if I can use...
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Damn it. Man, there's something I love more than controlling your foot. Jesus Christ.
Even if the turbid box
I
doesn't exist,
felt that though.
you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Shit. I could not get past his fucking defenses. No, I refuse to give up. Because that was fucking stupid.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage
Okay, there we go,
exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
But what does that mean?
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Crap!
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom...
There
Allow
we
me
go.
to cut
I was
through
right
those
the
words.
first time.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse.
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Yeah.
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Shut up.
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey!
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this,
Shut up. No, you
Gundam
don't.
successfully
I want him to
lured
shut up.
Nekomaru
I
to
need him to
Strawberry
shut up.
Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Oh, so he's straight up confessing it now.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh!
I don't understand anything.
It appears. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot
That
finish!
sounds like you need to see a doctor to get some Viagra or something.
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck to...
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion.
Yeah, exactly. It's so impressive how It's so easy that we can just make him just so unlikable that I cannot stand to listen to him.
If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitation.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a Listen well. I shall teach you first. You must crush them with your own overwhelming power. You must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet. I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver!
Damn, I'm going at it!
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
I will never wither. I will never falter. You shall go down with your evil deeds.
For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
Oops.
Show me the cadaver! Amen! You weakling! This pressure... Show me the cadaver! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily? Amen! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end!
There we go! Yeah!
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's
I mean,
neck?
they're pretty smart hamsters.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
He's losing it.
Not just myself. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Gundam wakes up, goes downstairs. Oh. Logs in, unleashes his 4 Dark Davis, and he presses the button. He goes to sleep. Afterwards, he opens it up, fucks with the alarm, sets the alarm, ties him up, and he hangs him from the door. Afterwards, he leaves the room and chains up the exit. Afterwards, he realizes the clock goes off, and Fuyuhiko and the others panic. They panic about how loud it is and try to shut it off. Afterwards, he hangs out, and meanwhile, door handle comes off, and he falls, and poor Nekomaru falls to his death. Does that? Nope, not there. It was somewhere here. Davis, they do this thing. So that goes there. Go. Last stop. Let's go. That goes there. Nope.
Here's everything that happened
Yeah,
in this
we did it.
case.
He's accepting his death with gusto.
Let's
You
first
have
go
to
over the
respect
many
it.
tricks the killer prepared before
I
they
do
committed the
kind of
crime.
respect it, considering, but like, he shouldn't have killed him. He should never have killed him.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room.
How did he clear the final dead room? That's what I want
This
to know.
means the killer discovered the secret of
Probably
the
using
funhouse
his
faster than
hamsters.
anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower, so he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
Go!
But the killer was
Hamsters
waiting
of
for him
the
there.
Thunderward Dark Demon levels of devastation.
With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the
power
good
of
night button on the back
hamsters.
of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending.
I mean, in rock, paper, scissors, who wins? Hamsters or robots? Hamsters, obviously.
And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in
Because-
midair from the wire.
Robots have, like, paper, can make a paper sound side, and hamsters kind of look like rocks. Actually, no, it's because scissors are made made of metal, right? And so are robots. Therefore, robots and scissors and hamsters kind of look like rocks when they all curled up and all that. And hamsters are rocks, therefore scissors beat rock. It's basic math, guys. It's basic math.
The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking.
And
Nekomaru fell from the fourth floor all the way to the first floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That
Damn,
someone
he really
is
be
Gundam
holding up
Tanaka.
like, yep,
I can't
it
think of
was me.
anyone else
I'm
but
a
you.
genius. Of course. How smart of you to acknowledge my genius and figure it out.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
Oh,
You don't wish to
Sonya.
forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes,
Back in
let the
Memphis,
voting
and
time
that's why-
begin!
Exact. That you got. Chat, you gotta pay attention. Probably most of us, based on my analytics, most of us aren't in school anymore, but that's why it's so important that we had to pay attention in class. Because how else would we know that hamsters beat robots? It's basic math. Only a genius could get B. I'm so smart, I got a B.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Good. I hope you hurt yourself more. Oh no. Why'd you do it?
Yahoo! Yaha! Nice!
Now then. Jeez.
Fall,
B
my
is for
tears.
Genius. Or penis. No, B stands for penis. Like penis, but with a B.
Listen well. How pitiful. Fine.
Damn it!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
You.
Let's make history.
Nekomaru and I were alone.
That is...
Let me tell you this.
Huh?
I can see it!
Could it be?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere.
Nekomaru!
I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might! I won't go easy on you! Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics! Give me everything you got!
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Let me tell you. You weakling! Fall, my tears. If you flinch, you will die! Let me ask.
Dog eat dog. Cannibalism?
Fine. Listen well! I shall engulf this world. I renounce you!
You.
But...
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That's why he challenged me to our battle. So basically, it was a suicide.
Fall.
Oh. You...
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but...
Well?
Oh no, good hell.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
He's a nice guy!
Fade like dust in the wind.
Even though he did a horrible, horrible thing, he did it for the sake of us. Oh.
Yes, indeed.
Please wait! Can we stop calling him the ultimate breeder? I feel that's so disrespectful.
I beg of you!
Huh?
I beg of you!
How pitiful.
Oh, Sonya.
Fine. What is it, my Ford? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared for dark
no,
devas
his
of destruction.
hamster.
That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor.
He's talking to his hamster! No! No!
I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness.
I'm crying, guys. I'm crying. I'm not drunk enough for this. Somehow.
That is why, until
This
the
is
very
just as devastating
end.
as... Fuck. What even was her name? Peckles. This is somehow just as devastating as Peckles' death.
Pride, conceit, courage, insolence,
No.
fearful of
No,
nothing,
no.
daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Gundam. He left them behind. His hamsters. What is he doing? His hamster. No, Tanaka. I'm crying. Good help.
Damn it. Damn it! The worst.
Oh. You are right. You are right.
You're right. You're right, Sonia. You're right. You're right. We do have to finish this.
Hey!
I'm crying, Jen. No! I feel like this is the first time I've genuinely actually cried after a death. Maybe it's because hamsters were involved. Maybe because it's Gundam. But holy shit, I am actually genuinely tearing up and crying.
Wait!
Now then.
Hey, hey!
Yeah,
Not
this
like
was
that.
freaking quick. Yeah, she's crying too.
Hey, hey. Right?
We keep saying we're gonna do our best and then people keep dying. The better method of death for the ultimate breeder. Grass! Grass, no! We can't go there quite yet. Who disappeared? Nagito? I hate his face. It's so ugly. Why does he look like that?
Well... Damn it. It's obvious.
Monokuma appeared!
Now then.
What's this? What's the matter? Hmm?
Well...
Hello.
Hey.
Hmm? Say what?
Just like always, it should have been. It really should have been Nagito.
You don't even know? Isn't that right?
Why does his face look like that?
Of course.
But...
Who knows?
Hey.
Hmm?
Well... Right?
Hmm? You're getting all riled up.
Why do you think I ignored him?
No, no. Shing! Huh?
Hey.
Yep.
Right?
No, no, no. Unbelievable.
Well... You're right. Huh?
Like...
Well...
Say what?
You don't know?
Can't rely on anyone. He's a freak. Why is he still talking? Why is he still here?
Hey,
Hmm?
see? Hey,
That's...
Big bomb time. We love big bombs. Good help. His hearing. I'm already dying inside. Alright, we're ending it here. Thank you so much for joining. I hope we have a little bit of a prayer for Guntum and how sad he makes me for being dead. I'm devastated. I'm honestly devastated. See you guys next time. What's the next? I don't think I scheduled the next stream yet. Did I? I don't think I did that. No. Oh wait, my next stream is Saturday with Sen. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. Bye!